Hello and welcome to another vlog. I open this. If you want to see what's inside, it's just the fan that's blowing on me right now because it is currently definitely hot outside. I still find it funny that the year in which I've chosen to do van life, it is when we have had the all of the extremes. Extreme cold, extreme heat, me extreme heartbreak, extreme family trauma, all of the extremes, but it is okay. We are living. It is teaching me that I can endure lots of extreme weather. And you know what's crazy? It's making me even more badass when it comes to the apocalypse because I'm like half trained for all the extreme weather. Now, when it comes to killing, shooting, I don't know. When it comes to zombies, I will try. I tell my friends this. When it comes to a zombie apocalypse, I don't want to really survive it, you know, because being a woman and having men around and all that stuff like that. But what I would like to do is try my bestest. Get farther than just dying the first day. Like maybe half a year, maybe 2 months, a month. I just want to try to survive. Anyway, welcome to another. If I'm gonna have to live on Earth, I'm gonna live on Earth my way. Or I guess on the highway. Hi, my name is Crystal Lee. Welcome back to my channel, Crystal Lee's Chance channel. Welcome. Hi. Hello. We do a few things on this channel, and right now we do a Moody Monday where you never know what mood I'll be in and what video you'll get, but you'll always get in. It'll always be on a Monday. It'll always be a mood. And then on Wednesdays we do What We're Reading Wednesdays, where we talk about bookish things no matter what it is entailing. It's about books. And then on Fridays we talk. I'm off. And on Fridays we do Van Life Fridays, where I vlog about my alternative lifestyle living in my 91 Chevrolet G20 van named Ben. Ben, say hi. Everyone say hi to Ben. Subscribe for the vibes if you want to, but if not, you'll see me on the internet somewhere else. Anyway, I've had these 2 dresses in my van for a few months now. I went thrifting at Witch Bitch Thrift with one of my best friends, Melissa, and I've had a dream for 3 months of taking these 2 dresses and making them into a top and a set. After trying them on after that dream 3 months ago, I realized that one of these things can't be made into the other, and that's okay. I'm still going to try. I've never really done anything like this, but that hasn't really stopped me before. So with a can-do attitude, a haul from Walmart, and some TikToks that I've watched of other beautiful ladies kind of show me what I want to do with my idea, I'm gonna take all those different ideas and different ways of doing things and try to make it into the idea that I want to do and make the thing that I want to make today. And we're gonna have fun. We're currently parked outside of Planet Fitness that closes at 1 p.m. It is currently 4th of July. Happy 4th. Happy Independence Day. This is the day that we here are independent. We don't have our cigars until the fat lady sings. Just kidding. If you are watching this and you are a veteran, thank you for your service. I appreciate you. I love you. But I also really, really, really do love Independence Day with Will Smith and John, the other 2 men. Thank y'all for your service as well. We parked outside of Planet Fitness, and the sun is coming, and we're parked in the back of it where the shade is. So the sun is coming this way, and it's about to be on top of my van. I also just started my day with doing this, so I haven't eaten yet. So what I want to do is come back to this spot and chill here for the day while everyone else is celebrating and do this activity. However, I want to eat first. There's going to be absolutely no shade when we come back here, though. Maybe either come back here or find a different place, different little hideout to be in. So I will be right back. We're gonna go eat something. We're gonna eat something. Hello. We're back. We ate. We lollygagged. We ate a snack just now. We planned some stuff, and we got batteries for our hand sewer. Ooh. What do we do? What's happening? For this. Now that I have this, I should talk about it. I bought a Singer hand sewing machine. As you know, I live in a van. This is what I'm going to use to stitch up the projects that I currently have. I thought this would be easier because, again, I have not figured it out yet. I just got it yesterday, just opened it today to do a TikTok with it for a transition for what I am transitioning these dresses into, but I have not used it. Oh, okay, cool. We made it to the Spanish section. That means it's only 7 pages of instructions. This is what we have here. The on and off button is under here. This here is storage for bobbins. This is for the upper stitch that you can see on top of, I think the upper stitch you can see on top of the fabric, and the lower stitch you can see the bottom of the fabric. Then the needle. We have the presser here that goes up and down like strippers' booties go. But this is essentially our sewing machine. Let me just move on from this. I'm trying to show you that you could teach yourself anything that you want to do. You don't have to have the knowledge before you have the idea. And I say that statement because I never have the knowledge before I have an idea. I always have an I want to do this and a how hard could it be attitude. And then we go from there. What I have decided to do, I wanted a top like this with sleeves like this. And I like the color. The pearls add a funky look to it, so I'm not mad at it. In addition to that, I can't and refuse to take them off because they are snapped on and not just threaded on. So it will, I believe, cause holes in the fabric if I take them off. And again, it makes it a more unique piece of clothing that I maybe will see somewhere else, but I don't think I will. And that helps me. That makes me happy. I want it to be a wraparound crop shirt, crop top with the sleeve. Since looking at it this morning and realizing the makeup of the dress and what I can and cannot do with it, here is what I'm going to start with. I'm going to take the zipper off and then seal the back. Yeah. And then I'm going to cut the back bottom off, and that will just leave the top and the front like that. Let me just do it and then go from there. I forgot it's gonna rain at 6 o'clock. You have 5 hours. Okay, I think this would be the easiest thing to do today. I think I can do this. I truly think I can do this within the day and have it be the shirt that I wanted to do. I care enough to go through this, or should I just cut it out? I'm cutting it out.
Party, I was cutting up a little bit. We went out a little bit later. And gems, as you guys can see here in me. It happens, especially when you're black. That happens so often where brands, companies, the world are aware of it, but you trademarked it like it was really yours. I'm going to include the person that I got. Like it doesn't make sense to me to do anything other than that. Like I love having my shower routine on my chest.
Okay, this is what I was trying to say. It looks a hot mess and I'm a little nervous. I have cut out. Yeah, wait. I've cut out the zipper, the zipper in the back. And the only thing that's left is room to sew the back together. And while watching a lot of the videos, seeing how other people just do things, just to quickly learn of how to do things, I kept some fabric to seal this up a bit, because I know that if I were to cut on the bottom if I were to cut this seam, it would look really bad. So I gave some room to like make sure that I can make it look cleaner at some point. So that's why that's there. And then the front here, that's the rest of the dress, is going to be used as the tying portion. So I was thinking about cutting it in half and cutting the halves that are rectangles into triangles, sewing this part of each, sewing a piece of this part on each triangle to make it a little bit thicker, and then turning it inside out, sewing this part, turning it backside in, turning it outside in, and that would be the wraparound. Makes sense. I'm glad that made sense to you, because I'm still a little curious of how the sewing machine is going to help me do that, and how I'm going to sew it to not like make it look trashy. I think the first thing I want to try to do though is clean up the back. I just remembered that this has a little shady overlay thingy, a little tent thing. I have not opened this since I got this van almost 2 years ago, and I'm desperately afraid that there's a lot of bugs in it, and that's not something that I would like to deal with right now. So if you see this above me and you're like, why don't you just use this for some shade, that is why. I don't know if any bugs got in there. There's no holes that I can see. It is wrapped up pretty tightly. Ew. Anyway, moving on. I don't want to use it. So I laid it down. I cut the front in half, and I'm going to cut this in a triangular way. I'm going to cut this into a triangle. What the fuck is with me in words? What's crazy is it's not going to work out the way I want it to, because it needs to be going this way. So if that's the case, that means an inch or so is going to have to come off. Which means, let's see if I can just, alright, that's perfect. So that means the rest of this needs to come down this way. Okay. That means we need to cut a wee bit more down this way. So it's basically in a triangle that I want. Should I have left some room for something? I don't know. I think I just need it to be wrapped around my body and like cute and tight. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Oh, I'm just gonna go in half. And we're just eyeballing it. Why? We like to do things the hard way. I'm learning to trust myself when I do something the first time, sometimes. Sometimes a delay in thought will help me out, but sometimes a delay in thought will push me back. It is a strange life to be living in. It's as triangular as I want it, and now I need two pieces of the same kind of triangle. I have two halves of the back that honestly I did want to make into a skirt, but that's that's not gonna happen. Put them over each other, and I'm gonna put my triangle, or one of my triangles, over the other side. They got our really messy triangles. Also don't know which one of my ancestors, maybe it's Aunt Nora up there, who wanted me to do this way, because all I keep thinking about is her. And me and her only saw each other a few times throughout our lifetime. But as I do this, I think about her and think about how she tried to teach us, me and my sister, some of the things that she has known and give us like good knowledge, especially when it comes to like God. Like obviously, like not obviously, I'm not that big of a believer in the way she viewed God and the way she believed in God. But as I do this now, I really do think back to her and our I really do. Actually, let me just hold on, because I'm hot, I'm sweaty, and I have a message. I always think back to a lot of the women, most of the women in my lineage that I know did not have a life that they wanted. They had a life that they were given. In addition to them being moms, being wives, in a world that they had no other choice other than to be that. And I know the life that I'm living is a life that a lot of them may not have wanted to live. They probably would not have wanted to do this. One thing about me, I'm gonna do the extremes. They probably just wanted the freedom of choice. And when I do small things and I think about one of the women in my family, whether alive or passed on, I think, oh, this is something that they probably wanted to do. And in me having that freedom of choice and really choosing me over and over again, choosing my creativity, choosing my peace, choosing my happiness, choosing my own fears if I wanted to, choosing my own anger, choosing all this other stuff that they didn't get a chance to choose, I know that I am healing myself and healing them. And it's scary one to have kind of what feels like a burden on your soul, because like, I'm the first person in my lineage probably not to have a baby. Not first person in my lineage to not have a baby at this age, or not have a baby before not have a baby by the age of like 30. I turn 32 tomorrow, by the way. Like I said, today's July 4th. And it's just really crazy. Oh, I had to stop and make a video about that. But like, so I know that when I choose myself, I heal a version of me, like a little version of me, because my little inner child and inner teenager is here with me in all their creative wonder. But I also know that I heal a piece of my generation, because a piece of my lineage, because this is something that they wanted to do. I know because they're here with me now as they do this. And I may not have had the life that, or the connection, I may not have had the connection that they may have wanted with me, but I think in absence of that connection, I have found a different kind of way of life, because without that connection, without the connection, I don't have an experience or another story of women who had no choice, meaning them not being in my life was that a fly or a bee. I want neither in my van, but if it was a bee, yay. If it's a fly, what the fuck. All that to say, sometimes your freedom of choice is bigger than you think. So that's over with. Do I want to close up the shirt first, or do I want to do the tassel thingies first? That's already hot as hell. I want to do the tassel thingy first. These are the insides of them. All I want to do is sew it on each side and then make sure I can take it out. This is where we should have pins. I bought pins. This is for holding things in place. Are they pretty colors too? Pretty colors. Pretty colors.
So I don't know nothing, but what I do know is that the online discourse around this woman is insane to me. Crazy, because it's like once you stop showing like struggle, or once you like, if you elevate your lifestyle in any real way.
Okay, now this, I know this goes to the something. And then this goes in here. We have a handheld mode and a desk mode. Handheld mode goes, stops and goes when you hit on and off. Desktop it stays on until you hit off, so you can go through it and doesn't stop. I wonder if I make a mistake, will I get cursed out in Jamaican from a spirit? Oh wait, I can do this an easier way. They've given me, but they also have, I think, something for doing the bobbin. Oh, they have other needles in here. They have other stuff in here. All I need though is this piece. Damn Skippy. That's all I needed for. Okay, back in the store. Actually, no, back in the, everything goes back in the storage. Back in the storage. Back in the butt. Anyway, this is our first time testing it, everyone. Let's actually run your desktop so it stays on. Who's scared? Raise your hand. Okay, so it works. Is it not desktop? Okay. All right. I think, okay, you can't see it, but I think I got it to the tightness that I wanted to look. So we're just gonna go and do it with our hands over here. You can do this. Stop. Take the pin out. And we're gonna continue. That's me. That's all me doing that. I'm just afraid to touch it. Maybe besides the fear, but like, you know, I think we are losing the plot. I'm not gonna give myself too much shit. One, first time doing this, but also it's just the tie. So if the tie is a little wonky, I'm okay with that. Are you supposed to, how do we close a stitch? Since you got your degree and you know everything, huh? How do you close a stitch? I don't know. I did not learn that, how to make sure the ends are good. I think it's a different kind of stitch. that this thing can't do. So because I know this, I'm just gonna do that. We have another side to do, another triangle to do. So let's kind of lock in and do that now. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Literally. Okay, better than I thought. Now, how does it? Okay, I thought for somehow this was gonna be flip flopping, whatever. It turned out perfectly. I have a whole nother side, and since I already did one side, I am a pro. Look at this end. Ah! Ah! That learning process took 2 hours, and for my next trick, I'll do the exact same thing, but quicker. Okay, so both of our tassels are done, and the next. And I started to, ooh, it's bright. Both of our tassels are done, or our ties are done. I say tassels. I turned the shirt inside out, the sleeves inside out, because I'm going to do the back now. I think when you're first starting out, the first way you do it is going to always be the complicated way possible, because you're literally thinking through all the steps, and then you learn your shortcuts after. And this goes here.
I decided where it went. I can't stop touching it. It's so soft.
I just took some time to figure out what was wrong with it, and it just wasn't fed through one of the 5 different fed feeders. Okay. And then potentially around the back, but it does not fit around the back because they're not long enough. So what do we do now? Since you got your degree and you know everything. Ties it tighter. Mind you, I'm just gonna put this with the normal black. Oh, hello, Mom. The normal black or shorts maybe. The normal black skirt that I almost always wear, that I've had for like 10 years now. I'm okay with this. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Maybe I'll lose 10 pounds before vacation because I want to use this on vacation too. But at the same time, this is it. Because I'm determined to get a good freaking view of this without being... Okay. Also, this needs to come. It's giving a honka pie love. This is what I wanted. That's it. What do we think? Was that a lot for a little? The sleeves themselves, they just bring it together because that's what I want. That's kind of shirt I wanted. Okay. Next thing that I want to do is cool off. So I'm gonna cool off for a bit, and then we're gonna come back, whether it be today or tomorrow, or next day after that, or a different day after that, and do a different dress.